is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. La 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 la. Oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's
Hello everyone, welcome back to Zero Hour. And today afternoon we have big games, which is KARRO versus ASUS. Okay, I can see already KARRO is online, and we're still waiting for ASUS. And also today I have a special guest with me, but I need to give him a call. So one moment. Here we go. He will join to me soon.
Hello.
Hello, Spalding. How are you?
Oh, I'm pretty fine. How about you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm very excited about games today. So say hello to everyone. This is the expert Spalding. So yeah, it will be very nice to stream together with you. So what do you think? What is your prediction for tonight?
Like I told you before, I don't really know ASUS or ASUS too well, but he's been playing pretty well from what I've seen, so I think it's going to be a close match. It's best of 11 as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, almost. I forgot to one sec. I almost forgot to make a screen share for you. One sec.
All fine.
Yeah, we'll do it right away.
Did you add a short delay to the stream?
Yeah. We have 2.5 minutes.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so I think you can see now stream, right?
Yeah, everything's good.
Yeah, I just done it. Yeah, I just almost forgot that you're not in the game. Okay, we can see.
Well, as for my prediction, I'm going with 6-5 KARRO.
6-5. Oh, it means it should be very close. Okay, KARRO saying it's okay in the chat, or I can see ASUS is online, so looks like we will start very shortly.
Perfect. What's your prediction going to be?
Well, it's hard to tell. I still think like KARRO could play much better than he did versus Logica, because well, he didn't practice when he played versus Logica. He was on the vacation, so I believe now he will show his best, or at least near to.
Yeah, I also think Logica countered KARRO's style pretty well. KARRO is more of a passive player who likes to be a bit greedy in the beginning, take all of the resources.
Yeah.
And Logica found some good counters to that.
It is. I think the KARRO most greedy player, right? If he have possibility with China, he's going for the 3 dozer build, 3 supplies, and he always going for the long game.
Expanding very quickly. And there are some weaknesses to that, but if it goes unpunished, you will be ahead in economy and you will be fine.
Yeah. So yeah, he tried to hold for a little bit, and then with the good economy he can win the game. He's kind of smart player, right? But could be risky. Depends on the player versus who you're playing.
Right.
Okay, I can see both players online. But nobody made a game yet. Okay. Let's see. Made it. Yeah, KARRO's here. He made the game, and I think first of all we'll go for luck test, maybe.
Yeah, seems to make sense. Yeah, I like KARRO. He's such a friendly guy.
Yeah. Even if he's losing, he's saying, "Okay, well play." It's so hard to say, well play when you're losing.
Right.
So yeah, but he always does it. So yeah.
I probably played him more than 100 times, and there was never any issue with him, no matter if he was winning or losing.
Okay.
Really stand-up guy.
Well, you never know. Maybe he's saying, "Oh, GG will play," but actually he's so angry, like hitting keyboard and stuff like that. No, it's just joking.
Well, yeah, but as long as you're respectful to your opponent, it doesn't matter what you do in your own room, right?
Yeah, because the game can get intensive and nobody likes to lose it, right? Okay. Well, ASUS, he added me to friend list where he's not joined to the game yet. Okay, looks like he just refreshed his game. He's online. Yeah, here we go. Okay, just write it down. We have 2 minutes and 30 minutes stream delay. This is more than enough, It's like,
Right.
yeah, so it should be, it's like in this time, everything is changed. You can't follow up. Well, when I watch, other people like who's streaming, they normally put only 1 minute delay on the big games, which is, I think, is 1 minute is a little bit too short.
Well, I think it should still be enough. It's hard to
because
for that to have an impact 1 minute later.
Yeah, if you try to chase up, like a stream, it's not gonna do any good, It's
I think it would be more of an issue if the maps were bigger and you would be talking about like a hidden expansion somewhere, but most of our maps are pretty small.
Well, yeah. Okay, KARRO saying he don't need to lag test. Okay, that's interesting. Because the last time I think when ASUS played, it was kind of lag issues. Oh,
say hi to KARRO.
Okay. I'm not sure if this test. Okay, yeah, I think ASUS wants to go for the test. Oh, look, he should regret it now. Air versus Nuke.
So is it random reverse?
Well, I'm not sure what they agree. I need to ask. Either it's random reverse or just random. I think normally KARRO likes to go just normal random. But let's see about ASUS. Okay. Looks pretty fine. Yeah, KARRO saying, yeah. Yeah, ASUS saying is good.
Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
I like that. Yeah.
Off to a good start.
Yeah, very good start. When you start to be laggy, and then kind of unnecessary drama. Okay, oh, drama starting. Reverse play. No. Yeah, this is what KARRO, what I notice always, he likes to go just random. Maybe, what do you think? What is your idea? Is better to go random or random reverse?
Well, I prefer random reverse because it reduces the variance a little bit. So if you think you are better than your opponent, I think you normally want it to be random reverse.
Okay.
And well, okay, I guess they agreed to not play random reverse. Yeah, I mean there are, as KARRO pointed out, there are some upsides to not playing random reverse. Sometimes you get like really unbalanced matchups, say Air Force against Nuke, and then you basically 2 games in the future are going to, the outcome is already going to be clear that the Air Force is going to win, and it makes for a little bit boring games sometimes.
Yeah, it's kind of yeah. Well, maybe when it's only random, so players they should try much harder. because they have to kind of, if you want to win, they have to win with weaker army. Otherwise, they think, okay, I will win with the stronger army, and we go to the, you know, like 5-5 or whatever it is.
Well, I think in the future the rules should be clear before the tournament,
Yeah.
whether it's going to be random or random reverse.
And now it was kind of free choice, right? So yeah, people could choose. Okay, waiting for ASUS. Like he's still thinking. Maybe drinking some Red Bull, you know, before the games.
Yep. Doing some sit-ups.
Yeah, some ritual, something. Well, we haven't watched well ASUS. Who don't know ASUS, he managed to win versus Sexy and versus Scuba. So this was like I think the biggest show in the World Series, right? It was very unexpected.
Yeah, I mean, I would also say Boyka beating Size was a bit unexpected, but Boyka has proven to be pretty strong.
Yeah, well, but still, like Boyka, I had kind of I thought Boyka might could win because he was practicing a lot and you know doing really good. So yeah, I thought well, I expected the games would be close. Still, I thought well, Size of course was favorite, you know, to win, but well, surprise.
Yep.
Okay, what
Not sure
happened
what's up
for
with
ASUS? I'm not sure what happened to him.
Well, guess he's ready now.
Yes, okay. He apologized and saying, let's go. Good luck, have fun. Ooh, very nice matchup, right? So, okay, beyond the Tournament Desert, and on the bottom spot we have ASUS, which is Owen Kava, playing with China Tank General in yellow color. And on the top spot we have KARRO with GLA Stout General. So, what do you think? Which army do you prepare normally?
Well, I used to mostly play when there were still cars around, and it was very heavily stealth favored. I would say with the removal of cars, the matchup becomes more balanced. I would still give the edge to stealth, but stealth is harder to play than tank in this matchup. So I think it's a fairly balanced matchup. I would give the edge to stealth, probably like 60-40.
Okay. Well, I watch a lot of games. Like one of my favorites to watch GLA and China. Yeah, like normally China versus Nuke or Stealth Tank, like my most favorite games. And what I noticed, like I think Tank General managed to win somehow, you know, like basically with this big strong push through the mid or whatever, with the dual war factory, which is very hard for GLA to, you know, stand. Well, okay, we can see already terrorists out from KARRO. And it's the big questions about the hijackers, you know, if you can steal some unit with hijacker like Dragon Tank, it's kind of game changing.
Yep. I'm kind of surprised to see ASUS mine the reactor so early on. I wonder if he had to delay a unit to do so, because if he did, it seems kind of unnecessary so early. Like there's nothing that can attack at that point of the game.
Oh, this Dragon
You probably want to build your units first.
Yeah, the Dragon Tank on the right hand side is going down. It's nice tunnel and technical support from KARRO, and there'll be scrap. No scrap in... Oh, why did KARRO not collected scrap next to the tunnel? He's just waiting here, next to Little Fire. Okay.
Oh, he grabbed the Dragon Tank. I think you missed that in the bottom left.
Bottom left.
The hijacker.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it was hijacker right from KARRO, and War Factory is going down. Okay.
That's pretty huge. He also got one truck with it.
Yeah, so now Ace is on the one War Factory, but we have another Dragon Tank on the left hand side, so this tunnel possibly...
This one's going to be really important, actually. If this doesn't do a lot of damage, ASUS will be really far behind.
Yeah, but It looks like he will destroy this tunnel and he can finish supply center. Okay, technical is going from KARRO, and yeah, Dragon Tank will go down, so no big damage done, only the tunnel. Okay, looks like ASUS now here in a little bit trouble now.
I think this is a point of the game where KARRO should feel free to expand to the middle. He destroyed one war factory and also damaged one truck or killed one truck. So ASUS army is going to be pretty small for a while, and he can't really break through the middle at this point of the game. So I think this would be a good point for KARRO to expand, take the oils.
Somebody actually, the game sound is not good in here, but looks fine to me. I'll just check the settings. Okay, yeah, I think this will be the GG for ASUS.
Yeah, you can see KARRO doing what I was talking about now. He's expanding to the middle, which is really good situation.
Yeah, he's already in the 3 supplies, and yeah, ASUS is in trouble here. Okay, ASUS still managed to stay, but yeah, he's only now rebuilding 2nd supply, and he's on the 1 war factory. It's kind of, it'll be very hard with tank general. You have to kind of, you know, have a sneaky Dragon Tank to destroy supply or something, or to clear the mid, which is the most common thing. And now KARRO is pushing on the right hand side, and looks like ASUS is gonna lose his other supply.
Yeah, KARRO does a really good job here, keeping the pressure on.
Yeah, and the super tech, you know, if you have a GLA super tech against China is so powerful, so powerful.
Yep, that alone can usually decide the game.
Yeah, it's GG, yeah. So yeah, well played from KARRO, and he's taking a lead now.
Yeah, I think ASUS also kind of wasted his first Dragon Tank on the right side. Just damaging a tunnel isn't really worth it to lose a unit early on.
Yeah.
China is really slow, so to stop some of the harassment, you need to keep some of the units nearby your supplies. And yeah, just losing your first unit from one of your war factories to slightly damage a tunnel, it's not going to be good for you.
It is, and it was no any outpost from ASUS, right? You need outpost versus stealth because all about these hijackers, and it was the one of the biggest mistake to lose the Dragon Tank and then war factory. This is the game changing. From this is incredibly hard to come back. Okay, a national threats map. We have a lot of new maps, right? A lot of cool new maps. I really like that. Okay, another very balanced matchup, right? Now we have on the bottom spot ASUS with Tank General, and on the top spot we have KARRO with Air Force. Okay, what do you think? Which army is stronger?
Okay, this might be a bit controversial, but I think this is not a balanced matchup. I think this heavily favors Air Force.
Oh, really?
And you could kind of see it in the finals of Logica versus Boyka, where Logica was Air Force. I think he chose a good strategy, which is a pretty common one, the fast tech, but he actually misplayed it really poorly. His carpet bomb didn't do much damage. He lost his Humvees to Gets, even though he had Search and Destroy, which usually shouldn't happen, and he still won the matchup. So I would say this is a very Air Force favored matchup. But once again, it's harder to play Air Force than it is to play tank in this matchup. But I would say at the top level, yeah, this heavily favors Air Force.
Okay, and as you can see, KARRO I think is going no eco, right? I can't see any seconds. So he's going for Search and Destroy. Here we go, here we go. This reminds me.
Yeah, he's choosing the strategy I talked about.
Yeah.
And I think this is a pretty good strategy in this matchup.
Yeah. It's also about build order, right? Like if the war factor is very close to the supply, you can take both buildings, right? But I think this is there should be enough distance. But ASUS could lose his dozer and maybe even supply trucks. It's all about the carpet placement. But yeah, let's see. It's kind of well, everything is about early game, right? If ASUS will manage to sneak some Gatling tanks and kill the Chinooks, then it's his game. Okay, first
Right.
Humvee is out of the mid and he's gonna meet Gatling tank, and Humvee taking some damage. Okay, and
So
yeah.
you can see KARRO sent his dozer to the right side. That's actually pretty smart by him to get alerted earlier if
Yeah.
he's getting flanked from this side. You don't care that much about your dozers in this matchup. You want to finish your strategy center, and then you basically have all the units you already need.
Yeah, true. So now, okay, what ASUS have to do it? He can see that carpet bomb. He have to sell it his war factory. It's time to sell it, but looks like he
No,
did not.
you usually shouldn't target the war factory with the carpet bomber. You should go for the supply.
Oh, you see, almost got supply. Dozers going down, war factory, and supply just survived.
Yeah, I think that's a small mistake by KARRO. If you think about it, if you kill the supply, it's kind of like killing the war factory because, well, your opponent can't build as many units, but it's also better in the long run because it takes them a while to regain their economy. So I think that's a small mistake by KARRO here.
Yeah, and now KARRO is not collecting because this Gatling tank is here, destroying dozer, taking 1 hour to kill it. Well, still KARRO
That's
have
a little bit
this.
risky by ASUS here to fight with his Gets against the Humvees. I think he should just try to preserve his Gets until he has ECMs out. Realistically, you're not going to kill his Humvee with 4 Gets there unless KARRO really messes up very badly. But if you also think about it, all KARRO focuses on right now is his 1 Humvee with an ambulance. So he's usually not going to mess that up.
No, but the ECM tank will come very soon. Okay, oh, KARRO is
Right.
going for dozer, but dozer just survived. Okay, once the ECM tank is out, it will be hard for the Humvee. Oh, disable here, and Humvee will go down. Yeah, Humvee is going down. I think this will be pretty GG, right? For KARRO now.
I think there's another Humvee coming. And you see now how ASUS has only 1 Get and 1 ACM. If he preserved the other Gets, the 4 ones from before, he would have 5 Gets and 1 ACM now.
Yeah.
And he would be in a much better position.
The ASUS have a lot of cash now, but have only 1 war factory. And yeah, there's still a micro is very good from KARRO, and he still might manage. Okay, propaganda center possibly will go down, and okay, so it's not over. It's okay, now I can see ASUS is in trouble here, and okay, ECM tank is out. Okay, now ASUS on the 1 supply, but I think he have enough cash, 6k, so cash is not a problem. And yeah, smart move from KARRO to target power.
Right. So all he needs to do now is stay out of the ECM range to not get deactivated.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then he should be fine.
oh, KARRO, Owen losing his both Gatling tanks. Oh, this kind of will take ages, right? It's like 1 by 1 on unit comes from ASUS. Oh, Humvee still survived. Okay, yeah, ASUS here is in trouble. ECM tank possibly will go down. He have to go to the war factory. Yes, war factory is going down, and this is possibly Ace will be GG for ASUS. I couldn't believe that. Yes, over. Okay.
Yep.
Good game, good game. I thought ASUS already got that, right? But this last Humvee, I thought this one Humvee will be not enough, But yeah, it's very good micro from KARRO. Yeah, now he's showing off his skill. That he's really expert, and he can properly micro his Humvee. And also, the good thing, we don't have any lag, so players, they can do good micro and don't blame others. Okay, it's
Yeah,
lag or
that's a
stuff like
matchup
that.
gets affected by lag a lot. If the game is very laggy, it can easily swing to being tank favored, I think.
Yeah. Because easy to lose the Humvee now and then.
Right.
Okay, KARRO never played this map. He wants to check quick.
Yeah, I think the map pool is pretty big here, right? The available maps you can choose from.
Yeah.
So it makes sense if you're going full tryhard to prepare some strategies for the less commonly used maps. Could easily get an advantage this way.
Yeah, you can
Just have like one build order for each army on one of the new maps and then pick those maps when you're losing.
Yeah, and some players they complain about ASUS that he's picking kind of weird maps, but you can see everybody picking their favorite maps which they like and which they practice, like new maps. So it's not like you can't say it like, oh, why somebody picking new maps. It's part of the map pool. You're free to choose.
Yeah, exactly.
So you shouldn't say it. It's kind of funny. Okay, now we have on the bottom spot KARRO with Demolition General in green color and ASUS with Vanilla China. Okay. It's gonna be hard for ASUS here with Vanilla China.
I would agree. So it looks like he might be going for 3 doses. Oh no, he sold his command center. Okay.
Okay, but I like that he's going for the forward supply, so he can send his supply truck and crash some workers, right? Deny tunnels.
Yeah, let's see if he's going to do that. Probably yes.
Okay, 1 worker on the right hand side, two workers on the left hand side, even 3 workers coming. A lot of workers from KARRO. And now ASUS have to choose which worker to crash. Oh, he missed first one. But yeah, it's kind of hard for KARRO as well to build any tunnels. Okay, he's occupying some houses, but he can't build any tunnels. Only one on the right hand side. It's kind of handy. But yeah, Dragon Tank now will come and clear these workers out. Oh, he can crash this worker. I think it should be enough. Oh, KARRO, he went last moment back to the building.
Nice micro by KARRO. Paying attention there.
Okay, we have technical, it should be RPG. No. No, nothing is empty because we can touch on the technical, so it's empty one. Okay, actually ASUS chose not to go for the building, but he's sending right away his Dragon Tank here, and he could go for the unsafe supply and destroy it, but looks like he's going for the main base. Okay, it's very greedy game. Greedy from ASUS, and is it KARRO? Not spotted Dragon Tank yet. I can see the technical.
Yeah, that's going to be really painful for KARRO.
Yeah, and it's very nice. The War Factory will go down from KARRO. And yeah, he's going all the way behind, even for the supply center. This is gonna be... Oh, on top of it, ASUS is going for the Helix, so... Okay, yeah, okay, wow. What a play from ASUS.
This is going to be really hard for KARRO, because he also doesn't have quad out against the Helix.
Yeah.
All he has, I think, are like 2 technicals.
Yeah.
So he's going to be able to deny mining from the other supply as well.
And this Helix have Gatling upgrade, right? So it's very powerful. So yeah, this will be very hard for KARRO to come back. He's expanding on the right hand side, but you have another Dragon Tank here. Even one more coming. Dragon Tank is very powerful against GLA. Until these kind of marauders. This Gatling Helix enjoying with all these RPGs workers.
Yeah, but I think KARRO doesn't even have enough RPGs to defend this one.
No. Even if he... Okay, he got your... 4 RPGs, but now he lost 2 or even 3, so ASUS as well, he still have 1 dozer. Okay, now KARRO's collecting on the right hand side. Finally, looks like he's secure here. But he's wasting
getting one MiG is also smart right now, because if you think about it, you killed the arms dealer of GLA, so all he has to defend against a Helix is popping out RPGs out of a tunnel.
Yeah.
And if you can easily kill like 4 or 5 RPGs with one MiG then, and then GLA won't have much left.
Oh, ASUS lost his Helix somehow. It looks like KARRO had already enough RPGs, but KARRO also losing tunnel and supply center here.
Right.
Yeah, mix is good because it cost only 1200 for vanilla China, and we have another Helix. Looks like will be bunker Helix here from ASUS.
Yeah, normally I wouldn't get a MiG so early, but I think in this situation it was kind of called for.
Yeah, it's good to deal with RPGs, but I think ASUS, maybe he decided to go with Dragon Tanks, you know, deal with all these RPGs and tunnels. And KARRO tried to get the oils, but might he will get this 1 oil, right? Now will be very handy MiG to deny this all capture. And 3 Helix out from ASUS. This anyway it will be too much for KARRO to deal with.
Yeah, I think ASUS should be looking to expand to the bottom left now, after he cleared KARRO's main base. That's the whole point of clearing everything there, so you can take the expansion. Otherwise he would have been better off just going straight to the other base.
A lot of Dragon Tanks out, so it's kind of combination from ASUS, Dragon Tanks and Helix. Oh, once again KARRO tried to rebuild his supply center, but he's gonna lose it. And he's not even cancelling. Well, so far ASUS from very beginning he did very good, and yeah, looks like he's gonna win this game. A lot of Dragon Tanks, he 3 Dragon Tanks. He knows that KARRO doesn't have any Scorpion Tanks, no War Factory, so he can't you know, defend against his Dragon Tanks push. And Helix should come here. Okay, yeah, KARRO saying well played. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, it's really nice for ASUS, not falling behind 0-3 and also winning an unfavored matchup here.
Yeah, and he should feel much better, you know, confident that he won the game with the weaker army. So, you know, otherwise if you're losing like 3-0, kind of demotivated, you know, could be, you know, like, oh, whatever, you know. But when you kind of win versus with weaker army, then you think, okay, I can do it. For sure I can do it. KARRO, yeah, saying well, that went downhill quickly. Oh.
It was a pretty greedy build by KARRO, not having any tunnel at his 1 expansion, and I feel like if you are so favored in a matchup such as Demolition versus Vanilla China, you should usually try to play a bit safer early on, because the longer the game goes, your army is going to carry you anyway.
It is.
Yeah, he says himself, his build order was off.
Okay, here we go. ASUS joined to the lobby. And we have the man battle on the river. Okay. Okay, ASUS, he needs second, maybe preparing his tea with Red Bull.
Doing some more sit-ups.
Washing face with cold water, you know, to be fit.
Yeah.
Fully alert. So this is a best of 11. Okay, so the first player will get 6 wins. We'll take, I think, for the third place we have $150 or something like that. I think $150 was. It's still quite a lot, right?
Yeah.
They have to try because it's, you know, get $150 for the game is worth it to try your best, to do your best.
Yeah, I think regardless of the money on the line, they're both probably going to try their best if you come so far.
Yeah. It looks like ASUS haven't got this map. Okay, that's interesting. Ooh, okay, Chile Mirror. This could be long game. Now on the top spot we have KARRO with Vanilla Chile in green color. And on the bottom spot we have ASUS with Chile Demo General in yellow color. Okay, which army do you prepare normally? Vanilla Chile or Demo?
I think the longer the game goes, the better it is for Demo because of the upgrade.
Mhm.
Early on, if you just go pure scope spam, Vanilla Chile has cheaper scopes, so they have a bit of an advantage there. But it's easy to make up with your Demo traps. And I would give a slight edge to Demo in this matchup, but I'd say normally the one who plays better just wins. So it's a nice matchup in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the early game may be a little bit Vanilla Chile stronger because Yin is cheaper. But well, from other way, Demo General how Demo traps cost only 200, right? It's awesome. And even I can see some players they have like because they can expect terror attack, they do like a demo trap near to the war factory. Sometimes it works, deny the terror attack.
Yep. I mean, demo traps are really awesome for 200. They take a lot of effort to place down everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're really great if you can utilize them correctly.
Yeah. As we've spoken before, you see KARRO is going for the 3 supply build. It's like he's playing greedy and more tunnels, and technical is out. This means real war factory, and at the same time ASUS on 2. Oh, nice crash, worker crash here from KARRO. Okay, technical is going down, but no. Okay, scrap is denied. Okay. Maybe.
Yeah, KARRO was really quick on the scrap denial. There's another tech, I think, that might have gotten intercepted in the bottom left. I think it was close to the main base, but it's fine. Okay. Whatever.
I think maybe ASUS is going for the oils because he already got one tunnel next to the 2 oils. He needs to get another tunnel and then he can get oils. What normally do you prepare? To have 2 oils or supply center?
I think I normally prefer the supply center early on. It gives you quicker income than the oils do. You don't have to invest 1,000 in the capture upgrade, and it's easier to delay the rebels than it is to stop the mining. But yeah, you definitely want to get rid of the oils at some point if your opponent has them. Oh. It's one of the biggest mistakes people do is keeping the oil alive for too long.
This was nice worker crash from ASUS. He also managed to crash 2 RPGs, so it was successful. And yeah, we have two rebels here from ASUS, but no capture upgrade yet.
Yeah, that's a bit surprising if you're building the... Oh, now it got finished.
Okay, once again, ASUS managed to crash the worker, so yeah. Oh, even both supplies.
That's nice micro by ASUS.
Yeah, as you can see...
Arrested both supplies simultaneously.
Even the main supply isn't secure, right? You have to box in when you play the Chile mirrors, but from KARRO we have open supply. From ASUS we have much better build. But it's only 4 workers. What do you think? How many workers is the best to have with Chile? As you can see, some players they have 4 player like Fargo would have like a 7 or 8. So what is how many workers do you have normally with Chile?
I think if you place it perfectly, 5 can be fine. You see the box is really small in the bottom left, so I think if he had like 7 workers could start walking around and actually slowing it down. So yeah. I think, given how he boxed it in, 5 seems sufficient to me.
Because this war factor is not built properly, I mean, yeah, it should be like Okay, okay, we have even Radar here with KARRO army. He expecting, I think, some demo traps, and okay, but still no demo traps from ASUS. It's kind of big army, 2 Scorpion tanks, 4 quads, some RPGs. And the ASUS have only three quads, but he managed to pick 1 Scorpion tank. Sorry, 5 quads. It was kind of one on another.
On top of each other. Yeah.
This is the okay. 2 oils already belongs to the ASUS, so he have very good economy boost, and he's expanded on the 3rd supply. Okay, still no palace from any of the player. So I think now ASUS should be in the better position, right? He already on the 3 supplies and 2 oils.
He also crushed a lot of KARRO's workers, and that's something that you should often try to do in GLA mirrors. If you think about it, technically it's like 550, I think, and 3 workers are 600, and you delay the mining from your opponent. You could argue that all you need to do is actually crush 2 workers, and it's already worth it for you to do so.
Yeah.
And he crushed quite a lot of workers. It seems like ASUS kind of went for mostly quad spam.
Yeah.
So Scorpions are eventually going to trade better than quads.
It is only that Scorpions, you know, it costs $1,000 for Scorpion rockets upgrade, and it takes time to produce it when you have only 1 arm stealer. I think this was the main thing why some of these people going for the quad spam mixed with RPGs. But as you can see, KARRO have bigger army here, and the ASUS needs something. Okay, ASUS on the 2 war factories now, so he is spamming as well Scorpion tanks, but no Scorpion rocket upgrade yet.
I would actually be surprised if KARRO was still on 1 war factory. Kinda looks like, by the amount of units he has, he would be on 2 now.
Yeah, from KARRO it's nice to have a lot of tunnels, because you get 2 RPGs, right, and RPGs very handy against Scorpion tanks. And you have here massive push from KARRO, a lot of Scorpion tanks, only 1 quad actually. Maybe he needs a couple more to deal with these RPGs. Okay, yeah, KARRO is going for the palace, 60%, and yeah, Ace is going only now for the palace. So yeah, KARRO will have battle bus, buggies, or chairman earlier than
I'm actually
ASUS.
kind of surprised KARRO is not trying to push further here.
Yeah, he have much bigger army, yeah.
Right, and you know your opponent is going to be on 2 oils and has the same amount of supplies, so you're kind of forced actually to attack in this position.
Unless you can
Or at
see,
least you should have a bit of an upper hand and try to trade cost efficiently.
yeah, ASUS even is going for the Stinger because he knows he have less army, so he wants to secure this supply center. Oh, we have even demo traps here. This vehicle bay from ASUS he captures, so every 2 minutes he getting free 2 demo bikes. It's very good for demolition general.
Wait, who's the one, the demolition one? Isn't it KARRO?
I think it was ASUS or not. Check. Yeah, ASUS demolition.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And also ASUS expanding on the top left with the 2 tunnels. This refinery is very good. Like I don't know why people not capturing. You get 10% cheaper units, and when you're spamming from the 2 war factories, it's massive discount.
Actually, with the knowledge of ASUS being demo and not KARRO, I really dislike that he didn't continue attacking, because like I said at the beginning, I think demo scales better than vanilla. So you need to try to get an early advantage. Otherwise you're normally not going to win this game. Especially if you are already behind in money with ASUS having the 2 oils. Yeah, I think that was a bit of a mistake of KARRO to not push.
Okay, looks like KARRO is going to destroy these oils, but we have here 3 Stingers and 2 tunnels from ASUS. It's not gonna be easy.
It's also kind of hard to attack into this choke point.
Look at that from ASUS going for the Scud Storm. 2 black markets and Scud Storm because he has so much money, and Scud Storms for demolition is very powerful. So yeah,
I really like to see the early Scud Storm.
Yeah. You see,
Something I was talking to with Logica as well. I think people wait way too long to build in Scud Storm, especially as demo. It's extra powerful as well.
Well, talking about Logic, I can see him on the live chat, so you can tell him hello. He's watching stream too. Okay.
Yeah, as you can see, it's really hard to attack into this choke point.
Yeah, because this bridge also is not wide enough to push through it, and yeah. Oh, actually, KARRO's got his first Cut Storm. Totally missed that. So ASUS will be a little bit late. It's if his Cut Storm, but okay, finally ASUS got his refinery. And Buggies is out, but demo bikes here from ASUS, and it's gonna do massive damage here. Tunnel's going down, Scotland tank is going down.
That was really well done by ASUS. Waiting until he has a small group of bikes. What I see people do too often is sending just one bike in and hoping for it to accomplish anything, and usually it just gets focused down and does nothing. But if you wait for a small group, the chance of succeeding is much higher. So, well played by ASUS.
Both players are already on the level 3, star 3, and the command center from ASUS, no command center yet. You need ambush. Yeah, I'm not sure why he's not going for the command center. Or I can't find his command center.
One little trick you can do if you're already level 3 and if you don't want to invest the 2000 right away, is just start it and cancel it. This way you already get the money from the cash bounty, even if you don't complete it and cancel it.
Yeah, it is kind of one of the kind of small things which is important if you know it. Okay, yeah, Ace is going for the second Scud Storm, but no command center. Well, imagine now all these buggies, he can take it down with the ambush attack if you could have command center, but okay, finally he's going now for command center. I think KARRO's already have a long time his command center ready. KARRO as well is going for the second Scud Storm, so we'll see a nice Scud Storm war here. Well, ASUS can trade money here, unit by unit, because he have 2 oils, so he's kind of favoring income, and black markets as well. He have 3, 4 black markets, and KARRO have 2, third, 4th. Okay, but he is still building on the bay, so yeah.
I think there's a big attack coming on the bottom right, maybe.
Okay, is there
something I would have liked to see from ASUS is build a barracks next to the 2
look,
oils.
this demo bike is gonna get all this Okay, he managed to get two buggies, but this could be pretty good hit.
Yep, he got another 3 there. What I was going to say is, I think ASUS should probably build a barracks in the bottom right and just build some angry mobs and waypoint them to KARRO's base. He's ahead in economy, so even if they don't trade very cost efficiently, it's still worth it for him to do so, just because of how much attention it takes away from KARRO to deal with the angry mobs. And then he could also build another barracks in the top left and do the same from the other side, and just try to overwhelm your opponent's micro. I think is really good in this position.
Okay, somebody's saying like stream little bit lag, so I something. Because the game normally looks speed very good. So hopefully now will be a little bit better. Okay. Because of the stream delay, now they have to wait 2 minutes.
Right.
I'm not sure what happened because I can see the stream also on my phone. Before I checked, it was all good, but yeah, I can see a little bit kind of lag. But I changed kind of settings now, so should be fine. Okay, KARRO saying yeah, GG. So
yeah, it looks like ASUS killed one of KARRO's Scud Storm with his ambush and his own Scud. But yeah, it kind of shows that KARRO, I think, had to be a bit more aggressive when when he just returned at a certain point in the mid game, because you're really not going to win the long game if you're behind in economy and have the worse army.
It is. Well, I think the middle, he should force through the mid, not wait too long, because he knew that ASUS had 2 oils, so he had to, push through the mid. He had stronger army. KARRO.
Yep. I also think KARRO probably should have gotten a third arms dealer instead of starting to spam black markets. Because, yeah, all spamming black markets does is basically increase the game length, which is not in your favor. You still try to end the game as quickly as possible if you're vanilla GLA against Zemo.
Okay, just check the stream now. Now it looks everything fine. Speed normal. The score, yeah, is 2-2. This is what I got. So yeah, the game's really close. When KARRO, he managed to win first 2 games quite easily. I thought, okay, he will carry on, but later ASUS take it back with Vanilla China and then with GLA Mirror. So yeah.
Right. And his GLA mirror looked pretty good to me.
Yeah. A lot of people, they thought, okay, it's the free pass, to the finals versus ASUS. Everyone was so happy to have ASUS on the way. And yeah, here we go. Now he's playing for the 3rd place. And this is one of the new maps as well. Australia is kind of small map. Some people love it, some people hate it. What about you?
I've not actually seen this map, I think.
Oh, okay.
So maybe you can scroll around a little bit at the beginning.
Oh, I see. Okay. We have in the middle, like a nice feature in the middle. There is a supply piles, and there is a kind of the bunker, the toxin bunker. When you destroy it, it comes like radiation everywhere around. It's kind of after like toxin bomb or something. So yeah, it's kind of very nice thing. Okay, we have nuke versus infantry. On the left hand side we have KARRO with China nuke in green color, and on the right hand side we have ASUS with China infantry. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about the mid. I will zoom it. As you can see, is the toxin bunker. So that normally if you get a supply and you don't need to destroy supply, you just destroy the bunker and the radiation going everywhere around. So it's kind of nice thing. On this map also we have some oils on the sides. And yeah, 2 main supplies. Even the supply placement, as you can see, the first supply it's okay, but the second supply is quite far from the main base, so you have to go for the forward supply. So yeah, extra island here, which is nothing if you want to escape for your holiday. This kind of handy boat. It's kind of a funny map though.
Yeah, you can probably disguise your bomb truck as a boat here, right?
Yeah, if you like to. And ASUS is going for the dual war factory with China infantry general. What do you think about that? Normally, what I can see is 1 barrack and war factory.
I think you can't really go wrong with going 2 war factories in this matchup. I think it's more interesting what the nuke player is doing in this matchup, because as nuke, yeah, you are at a clear disadvantage, obviously, against infantry. It looks like KARRO is going for 1 airfield, so he can get some mix out to one-shot some of the outposts, hopefully. So what's really important in this matchup as infantry is basically not to lose full outposts for no reason. That's the only way you can basically lose as infantry here, is losing full outposts to mix.
Yeah, but this is the 2 nuke mix. Is it 2 nuke mixes enough to break the 1 outpost, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and so the nuke mix is quite expensive. It's 1,400 cost. Okay. ASUS back his outpost on time, but it's 2 Gatling tanks, so yeah, he can deal with this first outpost.
So looks like KARRO got a TC. And it's going to be repelled by the Dragon Tank.
Okay, also KARRO picking the Dragon Tank with the 2 new MiGs, and yeah, he managed to defend on the left hand side versus the outpost with his barrack. Okay, so far KARRO I think is doing quite good here, but it's now three outposts from ASUS, so this is could be hard to defend now.
Right. It's easy to get overwhelmed now as the nuke player, because all you can do is kill one outpost at the time with your 2 mix, and as soon as you fall behind and you have outposts and your mineral lines, kinda over.
It is okay, so KARRO is gonna lose his supply trucks and mostly his MiG. Okay, and he's saying GG. Okay, well played from KARRO. Sorry, from ASUS. Even he had stronger army, but still managed to win. And
Yeah. Still need to win these games when you have the better army.
yeah, you have to, yeah. So now for the first time, we have ASUS is taking a lead. 3-2.
Yeah, nice comeback by him.
Yeah, he won the last 3 games. So okay, it's kind of unexpected. It's not like going one by one game. Okay, the next map will be George Drought. This is kind of Tauruman Desert version 2.
Yeah, I've seen this map before. I think it's a fine map.
Yeah, it's very good quality map. Okay. Now on the bottom spot we have KARRO with China Tank General in green color, and on the top spot we have ASUS with China Infantry General. Once again, ASUS now got infantry and looks like have a stronger army, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's a short window at the beginning where you could get overwhelmed by Dragon Tanks sometimes as infantry, so I think all you need to do as infantry is basically play safe at the beginning, because in the late game, tank can't really do anything against bunkers, nuke cannons, and stuff like that. So yeah, I would like to see ASUS play safe here at the beginning.
Well, KARRO have to be more aggressive. I think with the tank general was better idea not to build like a forward supply and forward war factory, so you can come with the dragon tank, something like that. Because now when you build like a safe supply, all your units delay a little bit.
It's kind of true that you get the dragon tank faster if you go for the middle, but it's also going to be harder to defend everything, because you probably still want the back supply just because you gather faster from there. So if you are spread out too much, it's going to be hard to counter all of the outposts. I think what KARRO is going to do is probably just spam mostly dragon tanks.
Oh, actually KARRO is going for the first battle master. I think he's expecting dragon tank. And the second one is Gatling tank, so maybe it's okay battle master to break the outpost and then Gatling tank to finish RPGs. It could work.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising to me.
Okay, so yeah, now this KARRO as well now got outpost, so yeah, ASUS have to retreat. Now for sure he can make any damage here, but in the middle we have another outpost here from ASUS.
It's one thing I really like about ASUS so far, is that if he attacks somewhere and he sees he can't do a lot of damage there, he just retreats instead of wasting his units.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty, yeah, it's a sign of a good player.
Okay, but we have here another 2 outposts here from ASUS on the left hand side, and yeah, KARRO is running away with his dozer and 2 supply trucks, because the last dozer for KARRO. And even the Gatling tank is going down here. This infantry tank hunters, they're very powerful.
Yeah, I would really like to see more Dragon tanks from KARRO in this matchup, I think.
KARRO is in trouble. Outposts from ASUS everywhere. So ASUS is going for the 2 war factories, and he's already in the propaganda center. So yeah, ASUS is all the way ahead here. And possibly even Dozer could go down from KARRO. Yeah, KARRO's losing his last Dozer, so yeah, this will be pretty over for KARRO. Only one supply track from KARRO, so yeah, I think yeah, this already ASUS expanded for the first supply.
I think you need to gamble a little bit in this matchup with the Dragon tanks. I find it hard to create a big swing with the units that KARRO built in this matchup, namely the Battlemasters and Gatlings. Yeah, sure, you might be able to stop some of the outposts coming your way, but you're never going to be able to really damage the infantry general by building those units. And I think that's something you need to look for in this matchup, is try to overwhelm infantry with some Dragon tanks, maybe a few outposts, try to attack at the same time, so you can repel their outposts with your tank hunter, and then just try to burn down some of the buildings. Seems to me the only way you can really win this matchup as tank.
What about the mix to go with the tank general against infantry? To have a couple mix to break the outposts? Is it worth it to try?
What do you mean?
With the China tank to get 2 MiGs to break the outposts like he did with Nuke
No,
General?
MiGs are just too expensive. And as a smart infantry player, if he sees you going MiGs, is just going to sit back and not continue wasting his units. And then you will have no way of like stopping map control with MiGs. And yeah, I think 2 war factories was the correct call by KARRO. I would just like to see some different units being built.
I think we got a little bit laggy stream. I'm just wondering, maybe it could be about the screen share. Sure. I mean, sometimes it's better, sometimes it's a little bit more laggy. I'm trying to change something. Okay, so but we're waiting for KARRO.
I think we're waiting for KARRO to start, yeah.
Okay.
But he said he's making a quick call. Okay, looks like
Okay.
he's ready.
It's ready, good. Okay, so yeah, now on the bottom spot we have KARRO with vanilla chile in green color. The top spot we have ASUS with super weapon general. Okay, okay. What do you think? Can we see auroras in this game? Is it possible?
You usually try to get the super weapon, but it's going to be hard. The map seems pretty wide open, so many positions to attack from for GLA. Yeah, I would say, yeah, GLA is definitely favored in this matchup. You need to preserve all of your Humvees as super weapon in this matchup. Try to play as defensively as possible. And then you might get a shot once you have your strategies under up, but it's going to be hard.
I see. Okay, KARRO is going for the 3 supplies versus super weapon. I think is it a good idea because it's kind of could give a room for ASUS to expand, you know, like more EMPs and bunkers, and then get essentially destroyed.
I think it's fine on this map, honestly. It's hard for the super weapon to punish you early on. I think both ways are fine to play this matchup. You can try to be aggressive right away, because the setup cost for super weapon is pretty high with the expensive Humvees. But just being a little bit greedy early on and then go for a bit of a delayed but stronger push is also fine.
I see. Okay, we have first Humvee out from ASUS, and yeah, he's gonna deny this worker. Worker is bleeding out. And he'll manage to crash another worker with those in the mid. So it's only one actually tunnel completed on the right hand side from KARRO. And he's
Yeah,
going
that's
for
one of the
more.
downsides of going 3 supplies so early on. He probably doesn't have an arms dealer and technicals right now to
Yeah,
basically guarantee these tunnels getting up. So you lose some map control by going for 3 supplies so early.
it is only now KARRO is going for the arms dealer, so it's kind of late. At the same time, ASUS already have 2 Humvees. I think will be 2 full Humvees, and ambulance should come next. Oh, actually, ASUS got some missile defenders here, and he's trying to deny this tunnel, but oh, Humvee is going down. Expensive loss for ASUS, 850.
Oh, that really hurts as a super weapon general to lose your Humvee early on.
Okay, he still have 4 Humvees. I think 1 Humvee for sure is empty, but other 3 it could be loaded. But there's no ambulance, and he's pushing without ambulance.
It's a little bit risky. I'm not sure if he notices by now that, or if he can tell that KARRO doesn't have his arms dealer yet, or that whether that it was quite delayed. In which case it might make some sense, but
And
I
yes,
feel like you should normally just try to keep your Humvees alive and try to tag up. KARRO really needs to repair his arms dealer. He was pretty late with that actually. Might cost him his arms dealer.
okay,
So okay.
I'm not sure if even ASUS can finish this arms dealer. He not have enough. Yes,
Right.
so only he delay all these technicals.
So I think if KARRO repaired his arms dealer earlier, it wouldn't have even gone down to a hole. And that's why I kind of dislike the decision by ASUS to attack at that point. Because of how expensive it is for you to rebuild your army as a super weapon.
Yeah, and KARRO is going for the 4th supply next to the ASUS base. I mean, ASUS is still collecting on the 2 supplies, you know, the USA collecting faster than GLA normally. So still not bad. But still no ambulance from ASUS. He's only spamming Humvees without any ambulance.
KARRO's pretty late to repair his arms dealer again here.
Yeah, he's gonna lose it once again. And his technical is waiting, not sure for what, for Christmas. The Amstel is down. I think he's focusing here to protect his supply, going for the more tunnels.
There are some people in the chat saying they can hear a buzzing sound, so I'm not sure if there's some static with your micro or something. Because I can hear it as well. I'm not sure what it is.
I'm not sure I have not found anything. Okay, what kind of buzzing sound you can hear? I think. Maybe is it my mouse? No, because my mic is next to the mouse. No,
it's not your mouse, I think. Anyway, there's probably not much we can do right now about that, so let's not worry too much.
Okay, so KARRO doesn't have, okay, he have palace, but he don't have arms dealer. That's interesting.
How much money? Oh, we can see it on the left side. Okay.
Yeah, KARRO have almost 3k, and ASUS as well have 3k.
Yeah, given how many supplies KARRO has, he probably should get a second arms dealer regardless. Like, he might have lost his first one anyway, so it would just be his first one, but he should be building some arms dealers now.
And actually, ASUS expanding here on the forward. He wanted third supply, but we have 2 tunnels from KARRO. It's kind of big army here from ASUS. 5 Humvees and ambulance. No, okay. Final arms dealer is out from KARRO, and he's going for the first buggy out.
So, does ASUS have a strategy center?
Yeah, he's going for 25%. It's a good thing that he still have those right in the late game. Kind of late game, I would say. Oh, buggies is out, and 1 Humvee is possible. Okay, ASUS is out on time. He's losing 2 Humvees. Okay, I think ASUS will manage here to clear it. Oh, now his buggies have rocket upgrade, so now it will be much harder. Nice laser lock here from ASUS, and yeah, last tunnel only built it for ASUS, and then KARRO should have really good economy. Okay,
yeah, so ASUS starts collecting from the third supply now. I would have liked to see a bit of an earlier strategy center and not lose as many Humvees, but he's still in a fine position now, I think.
Yeah, with the super weapon is really good, you know. And maybe now he will go for the airfield very soon, or maybe he should go for the command center. He have almost 5k. And he's already in the level 3, so he could have support powers. The command center. Okay, finally he's going for command center. The super weapon have very good support powers. So. I think KARRO have not enough army, right? From 1 arms dealer to spamming, while he have a lot of supplies. He have basically 4 supplies and some black markets.
Yeah, he's also floating 5.5k right now.
Yes,
6k.
over 6k, yes, a lot of money.
But that's, yeah, it's because he doesn't have enough arms dealers.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of surprised by. The whole point of getting so many supplies as he is to basically be able to build a big army later on. But if you're staying on 1 arms dealer, you're not going to be able to do that.
Okay, we have a Spectre ship here from ASUS, and is going for arms dealer. I think maybe E10 should come to follow. Yeah, E10 is here, and yeah, arms dealer is going down. So now KARRO here is in trouble, right? He can't produce any units, and I think we haven't seen any German cal yet from KARRO. Even he had Palace for a long time.
Yep. Once again, I'm not a fan of these black markets. I think you're getting outscaled again with GLA against super weapon. So it's not in your interest to invest in economy. It's in your interest to invest into units, so you can basically end the game as soon as possible. And by investing into black markets, it takes a while for them to even break even and pay off. And you're not increasing your army size in any way by doing that. I think just getting 1 or 2 for the upgrades is perfectly fine. You want the worker shares, you want the buggy upgrade. But any more than that, I think is really unnecessary. I would rather have 3 arms dealers at this point and 1 or 2 black markets than continuously invest into black markets.
It is, and as you can see from ASUS, we have a super weapon, particle cannon, right? Which is cost, I think, 2,000 or 2,500 for super weapon general. It's really
Yeah, it's a
cheap,
really
right?
good investment. You should always get it really early. And yeah, ASUS is actually, I really like how he's playing. Besides the early Humvee attack,
Yeah.
he got a quick super weapon in a lot of matchups where it was called for, like this one as well. And I think some people would wait too long to build a particle cannon here, but yeah, he does a really good job of getting one early.
Yeah, I think most of the players should go for, I mean, they would go for Auroras, but actually ASUS is going for the second particle cannon. That's very interesting.
Yeah, I would still get Auroras, but yep, that's fine.
It's good to have one Aurora, you know, against all these buggies. You know, just one hit and you take all the buggies down.
Yep.
And yeah, looks like so far ASUS is gonna win this game, right? Because KARRO is going for another black market. I'm not sure, for another 2 black markets. I'm not sure what's going on. He needs army, well. And it's still a lot of cash for ASUS to collect. Is almost 13k here, and main supplies left 2k. And plus all the support powers, you know, so once again maybe 2 more minutes, the support powers will come. He can like once again destroy War Factory, and even particle cannon will be ready in 2 minutes. So yes, looks so good for ASUS here.
Yep. Does he have a burden out on the map? I really like to get a burden usually at some point against someone who's mostly spamming buggies.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, we did not see the no Barton, no and no German cal from KARRO as well.
I think there is one right next to the palace. Here.
Oh, okay, here, little guy.
Was hiding.
Okay, finally he got. Okay, this is the one for what do you call him? Support, right? Is for to reset the super weapon, right?
Yeah, either that or what might be even better is try to get it into the reactor and disable the power and try to push for a final victory. But yeah, I think it's mostly going to be used on the particle can. But I think just resetting that doesn't even change the outcome of the game very much.
Look at that from ASUS, he's going for the 3rd particle cannon. I never see that before. it's really interesting, well. Yeah, it costs like I think 2 or 2.5k. It's very cheap compared to what for this money you can get 2 Humvees. You know, especially already you got enough Humvees.
Right, all you need to do is like kill one palace with a particle cannon and it's already easily worth it.
Yeah. Okay, and now even ASUS collecting from their KARRO's second supply here. Now it's a lot of Humvees, but I'd like to see mixed some ambulance to repair these Humvees. Looks like particle cannon here is going for the War Factory, Supply Center, and Black Market is very good hit here from ASUS.
Well, I think I would have probably preferred to kill the palace and the black market. Or did he already kill the palace?
No,
I
still
guess he already. Okay. Killing the supply center is a little bit pointless at this stage of the game. There are no
Yeah.
supplies to be mined anymore.
I think his main target was War Factory to deny the
Right.
production. And you have here, oh, leaf drop. What happened here? And here we have fuel bomb. So maybe we have Spectre ship or A10 finish the palace. Or he just coming with the Humvees to finish. Okay, Humvees here behind, so yeah, now palace will go down. So yeah, once palace is down now for KARRO, it's really bad. Unless ASUS will do some massive mistakes and gonna waste all his Humvees, otherwise he's gonna win. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, KARRO saying well played, GG. And now we have 4-2. ASUS is taking a lead. Okay,
Yeah,
that's a surprise.
I
No,
think
it's 5-2.
was a really deserved win for ASUS. I'm not a fan of KARRO investing so much money into black markets.
Already we have 5-2, not 4-2. 4-2 is already was. So now it's 5-2.
Like, you could give KARRO an additional 20 black markets at the end of the game and he would have still lost.
Yeah, not enough units. So ASUS needs only one win to take this, to take $150 to his pocket. Okay, plant-based map, very nice map, one of my favorites.
Yeah, I liked it as well when I saw it.
It's very different, it's not similar to any of the maps. It's kind of a very different design and it's really good.
I'm quite impressed by ASUS. Also doing all of the little things like moving his Chinooks around once the supplies got empty to collect from elsewhere. Yeah, he did all of that stuff really well.
Yeah. Okay, now we have on the top spot KARRO with Chile Dogs General, and ASUS we have Chile Demo General. Okay, in this map, what do you prepare to go for the 2 middle oils or to go for